Chemical aspects in nucleophilic substitution reactions. So wherein, so wherein different concepts are there. So one is plane of polarized plane of polarized light. Simply it is PPL, plane of polarized light. So second concept is optical activity. Optical activity. Optical activity and optical inactivity. Optical inactivity. Optical inactivity. So third concept is asymmetric molecules. Asymmetric molecules and symmetric molecules. And symmetric molecules. So then fourth concept is chirality. Chirality and achirality. Achirality. So fifth concept is enantiomers. Enantiomers and diastereomers. And diastereomers. So then sixth concept is it is related to enantiomers and diastereomers, that is racemic mixture. Racemic mixture. The racemic mixture obtained process is known as racemization. Racemization. And the seventh concept is resolution. Resolution. Eighth concept is retention. Retention. Ninth concept is inversion. So these are all the concepts in stereochemical aspects in nucleophilic substitution reactions. So in nucleophilic substitution reactions, bimolecular nucleophilic substitution reactions, that is SN2 reactions, bimolecular nucleophilic substitution reactions, which are proceeds to the inversion of configuration. Inversion of configuration. Inversion of configuration. So it is also known as Walden inversion. It is also known as Walden inversion. So bimolecular nucleophilic substitution reactions are proceeds as the inversion of configuration. It is also known as Walden inversion. So then the second type of mechanism is unimolecular nucleophilic substitution reactions. These reactions are proceeds is the racemization. Racemization. So racemization means the process in which the formation of racemic mixture from enantiomers is called racemization. So now then we are discuss about first property, plane of polarized light. So it is the plane of polarized light. So plane of polarized light means the ordinary light is passed through the nickel prism. It gives the images of plane of polarizers. For example, let us consider ordinary light. So it is the ordinary light. Ordinary light. So then this ordinary light is passed through the nickel prism. So it is passed through the nickel prism. So then this nickel prism, it gives the images of plane of polarizers. So like that, these are the plane of polarizers. It is the plane of polarized light. So plane of polarized light means the ordinary light is passed through the nickel prism. It gives the images of polarized lines is called plane of polarized light. So then the second concept is optically active and inactive. Optically active and inactive. Optically active. Optically active and optically inactive. So what is optically active? Optically active means the compound which rotate with respect to plane of polarized light, which rotate with respect to plane of polarized light is called optical active compounds. The compounds which does not rotate with respect to plane of polarized light is called optically inactive. Optically inactive. So now in optically active compounds, if the compound which rotate towards right side, or clockwise direction, right side or clockwise direction is called dextrorotatory. Dextrorotation, or it is denoted with D rotation or D form. It is also represented with the D form. It is also represented with the sign of positive before the name of the compound. So that is the positive sign. Positive sign. So optically active means the compounds which rotate can be plane of polarized light towards right side or clockwise direction is called dextrorotation or D form. It is the positive sign. So same as optically inactive means so optically inactive means the compounds which does not rotate does not rotate with respect to plane of polarized light. Plane of polarized light is called inactive. So then, same as optically active compounds which towards left side, are anti-clockwise direction is called levo-rotation. Or it is represented with the L form. It is the L form, or it is denoted with the sign of negative before the compound is called levo-rotation or L form or negative sign of the compounds. So it means the ordinary light is passed into the prism, then it gives plane of polarized light. The plane of polarized light with respect to compound rotate towards the right side is called dextro-rotation. Left side is called levo-rotation. Dextro and levo-rotation. Then optically inactive means the compounds which does not rotate plane of polarized light is called optically inactive. So for example, let us consider glyceraldehyde. So glyceraldehyde is the CHO aldehyde functional group. So it is H, it is OH, it is CH2OH. It is the glyceraldehyde. In this configuration, the OH group is present on right side. So it is the dextro-rotation. So it is the DR plus glyceraldehyde. Because OH group is present at the right side is called dextro, or D form or positive sign glyceraldehyde. So same compound, it is aldehyde CHO, it is CH2OH, it is H, it is OH. So the OH group is present left side. So it means this group rotate anti-clockwise direction. So like that, it is the anti-clockwise direction. It is the clockwise direction. If the OH group present at left side of the symmetric lines, so it is the levo-rotation. So that is levo-rotation, or it is minus means negative sign, negative glyceraldehyde. So it means the compound which rotate towards right side of the plane of polarized light is called D or plus glyceraldehyde. The compound which rotate towards left side or anti-clockwise direction is called levo-rotation or negative sign glyceraldehydes. So these are the optically active and inactive compounds. So then next one is third phenomenon is asymmetric molecules or symmetric molecules. So third concept is asymmetric molecule. Asymmetric molecule. So asymmetric molecules means the arrangement of the group or atoms in a compound around the carbon in tetrahedral geometry. The four substituents are different. So then carbon four substituents. Carbon's four substituents are different is called, the molecule is asymmetric molecule. So for example, let us consider carbon. It is A, it is B, it is C, and it is X. So now this carbon is the asymmetric carbon. It is also known as stereocentric. It is also known as stereocentric carbon, or it is the asymmetric carbon. Asymmetric carbon. So this carbon is also known as chiral carbon. This carbon is known as chiral carbon. So chiral carbon means the carbon which attached to four different groups is called chiral carbon. The compound is asymmetric compound. The carbon is stereocentric carbon. So it is a asymmetric carbon. So generally asymmetric molecules are optically active compounds. If the given compound with chiral center and asymmetric carbon is present, the compound is optically active. It means it rotates with respect to plane of polarized light. So then in this third concept, symmetric molecule. So symmetric molecules means in a compound the carbon attached with not four different substituents or groups is called symmetric carbon. So for example, carbon, it is A, it is B, it is X. So in this compound, carbon attached with two same groups, that is A and A. So this carbon is symmetric carbon. This molecule is symmetric molecule. So it is this carbon is achiral carbon. These compounds are optically inactive. These compounds are optically inactive. So these are the symmetric molecules and the asymmetric molecules. So symmetric molecules means in the compound the carbon attached with four different substituents is called asymmetric molecule. If one or two same groups are present in the compound around the carbon is called symmetric molecules. So asymmetric molecules are optically active compounds. Symmetric molecules are optically inactive compounds. So then fourth concept is chiral and achiral.